Do you find yourself skipping taking your pet to the vet because those bills are getting too high to bear? If so, you're not alone. More Americans are declining treatments as the cost of veterinary care far outpaces inflation. We're looking into how high these costs are getting and what pet owners can do about it. In the rolling hills of Missouri, among miles and miles of horse farms, lies another sort of homestead.
Look, it's friends. I will take those. Okay, well,
Tracy Rumpf is the founder of Second Chance Ranch, a cage-free home where dogs rule the roost. Surviving on donations, Rumpf says the number of surrenders and the cost of care are both on the rise.
A lot of people in the last couple of years we've noticed are surrendering their dogs because they can't afford them anymore. Can't afford their dental, can't afford preventatives, even sometimes food.
Rather than getting euthanized, many of the older dogs end up here.
And I started seeing senior dogs were just kind of disposed of. As we get older, we're not as useful anymore. We live in a very disposable world. I can't even begin to tell you the stories we hear about why people who have had their dog for 10, 11, 12, 13 years surrender them and can walk away and get in that car and not think about that dog ever again. And we take care of them.
A recent Gallup survey of 2,500 American cat and dog owners show veterinary care is out of reach for many. About half of those polled say they have not brought their pets to the vet in the past year, even when they felt the pet needed care. More than 7 in 10 pet parents who declined care said they couldn't afford it or it wasn't worth the cost.
hi. This is hi.
At Second Chance Ranch, volunteers and veterinarians are working to give abandoned elderly dogs their best quality of life.
Girlfriend.
In many cases, they adopt the dogs to owners willing to care for those who may be up in years. But elderly care means big vet bills.
In April, I wrote a check for $26,000. That was for 6 weeks.
Good girl.
But often in veterinary medicine, people have to make really hard choices when they're faced with very large bills and a situation where their animal may not pull through.
Dr. Leah Cohn prepares the next generation of vets at the University of Missouri Veterinary Health Center.
The cost of veterinary care has risen. There's no doubt about it. It really doesn't matter if you're putting an animal through a CT scanner or a person through a CT scanner. Same thing for a number of other tools and equipment.
But how much are we talking? Since 2014, vet bills have gone up more than 60%, according to Gallup, while inflation is up about 35%. MarketWatch says dog owners pay nearly $30,000 over the lifetime of man's best friend. Broken down, it's a little over $2,500 a year, and that's with pet insurance. The American Veterinary Medical Association says only about 4% of pets are covered by insurance. Even with insurance, MarketWatch found the average emergency vet visit runs around $1,500. So besides pet insurance, what's the answer? Both Rumpf and Cohn say keeping up on annual exams can catch issues before they become major problems, both for your pet and for your bank account.
I'd also like them to plan ahead for what they're going to do if expensive care is needed, whether that's having a savings account or being able to recognize where you could get credit to be able to use towards veterinary care, or buying an insurance policy for your pet.
Ask for a payment plan. There are certain credit cards like Care Credit or things like that that a lot of vet clinics do take that, you can spread that payment throughout. There are organizations who help people, sometimes there are emergency things come up. Your dog's been hit by a car or they tear their ACL or whatever that may be. And there are resources out there that you can contact to help you pay for that vet bill.
And for those hoping to add a 4-legged family member, Rumpf requests you look at rescues like hers. Her hope is someday she'll be put out of business.
I would love to not have to have a ranch like this, or all of the amazing rescues out there who every day are battling.
For more information on Second Hand Ranch, or for a complete look at the Gallup survey, check out this story on the Straight Arrow News app. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Simone Del Rosario.